You stare at the $32 total. It feels like nothing. But that one-click button is a trap designed to hide the real cost. $32 times 52 weeks. That is $1,664 a year, gone on Tuesday night convenience every single week. The app shows you only today. The architect hides the year from view. Your brain sees one meal, not the yearly total draining your account. You would hesitate at a $1,600 sofa, but $32 for sushi feels easy. Same brain, just a different frame. Narrow or wide? Reed, Lowenstein, and Rabin studied this in 1999. They called it choice bracketing. Your brain evaluates each expense in isolation, always. The architect designed the checkout funnel to shrink your timeline. 45 minutes is all you see. Your full year is deliberately hidden from view. The architect's zoom lens focuses only on now. The other 51 weeks fade away. You spend today as if tomorrow never arrives. Here is the rewire. Multiply every recurring cost by 52. Then ask yourself if that yearly number is truly worth the convenience. $32 times 52 weeks. The calculator does not lie. That $1,600 yearly total is the real price of your Tuesday habit. Flip the frame. Force your brain to see the year, not just today. The lever is in your hands. Now pull it wide. $8 a day for parking adds up to $2,000 a year. That is a vacation. The daily frame hides the dream you're trading away. $5 a day for coffee, $1,825 a year. That is a flight to somewhere warm. Think yearly. You see $32, your year sees $1,664. That gap is the perception gap. Narrow bracketing makes it 52 times bigger. The brain defaults to quick and easy. The architect exploits this shortcut. Broad bracketing takes effort, but that effort is exactly what saves your money. Remember those small purchases we multiplied? That was the trap. Now you see why asking, "Is this worth a year?" changes everything about your spending. There he is, the architect behind the console. He is the one who set your bracket to 45 minutes. He designed the system to drain you slowly. Watch his hand compress your timeline. 52 weeks shrink to 45 minutes. That is the mechanism. He makes you forget the year exists. He knows exactly where you pause. He sees your hesitation. The low friction setting removes all resistance. You never stop to think about the total. The master blueprint reveals the shrinking sequence. Year becomes month, month becomes week, week becomes day, day becomes 45 minutes. That is the cage. The data is undeniable. Smaller bracket equals more spending. The evidence confirms it. You're not overspending. You're being framed into isolation. Here's the real cost. That $32 delivery order is actually $1,664 a year. Multiply it first, always. 3 simple moves. Pause, multiply by 52, then ask if that yearly number is worth it. That is how you take back control. $4.99 a month seems cheap, but $60 a year changes everything. The monthly frame hides the yearly truth. Always ask, $1.50 a day for snacks, $547 a year. That is a weekend trip. The daily frame is hiding your getaway. $12 a day for lunch, $3,120 a year. That is a 2-week vacation. The workday frame is stealing your escape. $4.50 a day for coffee, $1,642 a year. That is a new laptop. The daily cup is costing you more than you think. Cancel the subscription and book the vacation instead. That is the reward. The broad bracket gives you back what the narrow frame was taking away. Now you take the controls. The bracket dial is yours. Set it to year. See the full picture. Watch your savings grow instead of leak away. Every recurring purchase gets the 52 treatment. Is this yearly cost worth it to you? That simple question changes every spending decision you make. Remember that pause before clicking? That is your new habit. Multiply first, then decide. You just interrupted a pattern that was silently draining you. Add up all your daily habits: coffee, snacks, delivery, streaming. The total is over $3,800 a year. That is real money leaving your account. Streaming services at $53 a month, $636 a year. Cancel what you do not use. That is your money. $40 a month for the gym, $479 a year. That is a new phone. The monthly payment hides the annual cost. $3.99 for that candy bar. Times 52 is $207 a year. That impulse treat costs you a year of bus passes. $1.50 a day for bottled water. $547 a year. A reusable bottle saves you a whole year of coffee money. Every day, a coin goes into the jar. At the end of the year, it is $1,664. That is what narrow bracketing steals. The ruler shows the compression. 52 weeks squeezed into 45 minutes. The architect shrinks your view so you never see the total. Your bank statement is full of small recurring leaks, $4.99 here, $9.99 there. They add up to over $400 a year. The inner voice says it's only $32, but the broader voice says that is $1,664 a year. Listen to the wider voice. $650 a day for your commute, $1,690 a year. That is a monthly car payment. Think about the yearly alternative. $7,206 a year. That is the total weight of your habits. Now imagine if you kept every single dollar instead. $7.89 a day at the gas station. $2,879 a year. That is a tire change. The daily stop is expensive. $8.95 for that appetizer. Times 365 days, $3,267 a year. That is a tire set. $30 a month for a subscription box. $359 a year. That is a new pair of sneakers. The monthly box is not free. $350 for an energy drink. $1,277 a year. That is a new phone every year. Your caffeine habit has a price tag. $4 a day for parking. $1,460 a year. That is a set of new tires. The daily meter feeds on your wallet. $750 for a daily smoothie, $2,737 a year. That is a beach getaway. The post-workout treat is a vacation you're missing. $250 a day for dog treats, $912 a year. That is a year of grooming. Your pet is spoiled, but your wallet is drained. $15.99 a month for news, $191 a year. That is a year of books. The monthly subscription hides the yearly cost. Look at the scale. All those small habits weigh heavily on your wallet. That is $7,000. Now imagine what you could do with that saved money. Here's the fork in the road. Narrow bracket leads to another year of leaks. Broad bracket leads to a year of savings. Choose the wide view. 3 steps to freedom. See the trap, multiply by 52, decide with the year in mind. That is the broad bracket method, simple and effective. That $2.99 daily shipping fee, $1,091 a year. That is a new laptop. The convenience fee is actually an expensive subscription. Today you see $450. The year sees $1,642. Same pastry, very different perspective. The broad bracket reveals the true cost. $79.99 a week for meal kits, $4,159 a year. That is a short trip to Europe. Is it worth it? $19.99 a month for car washes, $239 a year. That is a full detailing. The monthly plan is not the bargain, it seems. $7,206 is sitting in your savings jar. That is what you were losing. Now it is yours. You just had to change the frame. $14.99 a month for that subscription. $179 a year? Time to cut the leak. Your money deserves better than idle drains. $15.99 a month for streaming. $191 a year. That is a year of groceries. The entertainment tax is heavier than you think. $4.99 for a convenience fee times 52 is $259. That is 52 coffees. The delivery fee is your coffee fund. $12.99 a month for detergent, $155 a year. That is a new pair of jeans. The subscription model is costing you style. $24.99 a month for supplements, $299 a year. That is a year of gym. The monthly vitamins are pricey. $9.99 a month for cloud storage, $119 a year. That is a new external drive. The subscription is not the only option. $14.99 a month for gaming, $179 a year. That is 3 full-priced games. The subscription costs you games you could own. $6.99 for that breakfast sandwich, $363 a year. That is a new winter coat. The daily breakfast habit has a warm price. $9.99 a month for a magazine, $119 a year. That is a year of books. The digital subscription is not your only read. Here's the architect's playbook. Daily habits feed the narrow bracket. and narrow bracket feeds increase spending. The system is designed to drain you slowly. The bracket control room reveals the default setting. 45 minutes, the architect sets it tiny so you never see the yearly total. Now you know. You are the puppet and the architect pulls the strings. He controls your view, your timeline, your spending, see the strings, and cut them. The data shows the correlation. Smaller bracket equals higher spending. The evidence is clear. Your spending is not your fault. It is the frame. That free trial is not free. $49.99 a month after $600 a year. The fine print is where the trap is hidden. $5 a day for tolls, $1,300 a year. That is a car repair. The daily drive is costing you more than gas. 99 cents a week for that trial. $12.99 a month after $675 a year. The weekly trial disguises the annual price. $150 a month for parking. $1,800 a year. That is a new TV. The monthly pass hides a big screen. Buy 10 coffees and get one free. That free coffee costs $55. The loyalty program is not free. It is designed to keep you buying. $19.99 a month for that course. $239 a year, that is a semester of books. Is the online class really worth it? $45.99 a month for your phone bill. $551 a year, that is a new phone every year. The monthly payment is a lease. $69.99 a month for internet. $839 a year. That is a new phone. The connection has a hidden price tag. $89.99 a month for electricity. $1,079 a year. That is a new fridge. The monthly utility bill adds up fast. $49.99 a month for water. $600 a year. That is a new water heater. And now you see how every bill is silently growing. $14,677. That is the grand total of your leaks. Yearly habits drain more than you ever imagined. The full picture is sobering. Find every leak, grab your statement, and highlight every recurring charge. Then ask yourself, is this yearly cost worth it? The audit is your starting point. $179 saved, one subscription canceled. That is your money. Now watch the savings grow as you cancel each leak. Transfer that savings to your account. Watch it accumulate. The broad bracket is not just a concept. It is a tool that puts money back in your pocket. Look at this graph. That is your savings growing. $14,677 over a year. The broad bracket turns leaks into wealth. Budget with the year in mind. Cross out every monthly cost that is not worth the yearly total. That is how you build a broad bracket budget. Change the lens, change the cost, see the yearly total, not just the daily price. That is the power of the wide-angle view, frame-wide. Point your bracket towards savings. The compass is in your hands. Choose freedom over spending. Choose the year over today. Choose wisely. $4.99 for that notebook. $259 a year. Is it worth it? That question is your new shopping habit. Ask it every time. That vacation is $1,113. 15% of your yearly leaks. Is it worth it? The broad bracket helps you decide with clarity. $1,200 saved this month. That is the power of broad bracketing. Every dollar you keep is a victory. Keep it up. $1.50 extra for brand B, $78 more a year. That is a yearly dinner. The brand decision is actually a significant choice. $6 more for lunch option B, $312 a year. That is a new outfit. The lunch decision is a wardrobe decision. Voiceover Silver Scene 94. Your choice. Narrow bracket loses $1,664. Broad bracket keeps it. The frame determines the outcome. Choose wide. Your choice. Narrow bracket loses $1,664. Broad bracket keeps it. The frame determines the outcome. Choose wide. $1,664 saved this year. That is the result of framing wide. The broad bracket works. Keep using it every day. The numbers do not lie. Narrow bracket loses. Broad bracket saves. The difference is $14,677. Frame wide. Frame wide. Keep your money. The choice is yours. Broad bracketing is your new default. Take control. Your savings are waiting. Remember to think wide. Multiply every recurring cost. Ask if it is worth the yearly total. That question is your financial superpower. You have the tools. The broad bracket is your guide. Now go use them, start today. Your year of savings begins with one wide frame. Frame wide, keep it all. That is the broad bracket secret. Your money is yours. Keep it close, keep it growing. You are in control.